Tech, tech talk.
All right, so it's kind of an impromptu that I didn't really know I was going to be coming on the show today. So
I put him on the spot.
Yeah, I didn't really have anything prepared, so I'm going to actually steal an article from a European magazine. It's the top 10 gadgets for 2013. Some of these are still in production, but the promise that a lot of them hold for the future of technology is really impressive. First, we're going to start with an entry into portable gaming that is not a Nintendo, PlayStation, or Xbox.
Oh, okay.
It's an actual outside source, that actually works on PC games.
Really?
Right now, a lot of people use their tablets to play portable games.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is the tablet is a square interface.
Right.
You have to have your buttons on the screen. There's no dedicated controls. It's not ergonomic. NVIDIA, who actually are one of the two major manufacturers of audio video cards for computers,
Yep.
is actually coming out with Project Shield. It is basically a tablet designed just for gaming.
Really? Okay.
And it'll sync up with your home's gaming systems, your PC, so you can actually utilize your games that you have at home. So you don't have to worry about paying for 2 World of Warcraft subscriptions. It has high definition graphics, excellent audio, and a really nice looking interface. It's still in production, but they're expecting it to come out probably in the next 3 or 4 months.
Wow.
So look for it in stores. It's probably going to range right around the price of a new Xbox, but it's worth it because it's got a built-in controller and everything you want for gaming on the go. This is a European company, so we're not going to know it over here in the U.S., but the tech may still make it over here. And it's actually something our social media coordinator for tonight is wearing a pair of headphones that do a very similar function to what this company is doing.
Okay.
The Cambridge Audio Minx Air. It is a system that allows you to play audio from any of your devices onto any of your other devices.
Oh, okay.
So you could be on your laptop listening to music off of your desktop and then also hearing in-game chat from your Xbox Live account.
Wow.
That's running on your Xbox. So
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet device. And it also automatically hot syncs up using Bluetooth to Apple and Android devices.
Wow.
And can play radio, FM, and AM signals. So pretty much your one-stop device for anything you want to do audio. The Pebble, this is a new kind of watch. It was actually initially funded through Kickstarter. And so it shows that Kickstarter can fund real projects. It's not just a joke website now. It is the first watch that is not a watch. It doesn't have a set screen. You can switch out to any kind of display you want because it's all digital. It also allows you to use kind of like an app-like interface to where you can switch it to do stopwatch, GPS, MP3 player, and actually into a mini computer.
Oh, wow.
You can pre-order it for $150 online, and they'll ship it to you as soon as it becomes available. And it looks pretty sweet too. It kind of harkens back to the days of slap bracelets from the early 90s. So there's a lot of different variations in style. Fujifilm has come out with a new camera that is meant to deviate from the norm.
Okay.
Right now, DSLR cameras, put out by Canon, Kodak,
Panasonic.
Kodak, Canon,
Sony.
Nikon.
Okay,
That's the
Nikon.
one I was thinking,
Okay.
and Sony. They're the leading DSLR manufacturers. They've constantly been going for more of a futuristic professional look. So a lot of black plastic and, you know, buttons and gadgets everywhere. Fujifilm has come out with a retro styled camera. It looks like a film camera from the 70s, complete with this, you know, the rotating dial and the film release button. However, it's a digital camera. It's got a 16.3 megapixel, you know, CMOS sensor, which is really big. You know, what that'll do is allow you to pull in a lot of color for your shots. It has a couple of new processors that will allow higher resolution images and faster shooting. So it's kind of breaking the limitations of some of the current leading DSLRs in how fast you can actually write your pictures to your card, which is important because I don't know if you've ever shot sports before. When you do a burst shot, trying to catch that one, you know, touchdown, and you miss it because you only shoot 10 shots a second.
Yeah.
It's a big thing to be able to shoot more per second. This actually made me really impressed outside. We all know what tablets are.
Right.
We all know what paper is.
Yeah.
What happens when you combine the two?
I don't know.
You get a flexible tablet.
Wow.
Using OLED technology, PaperTab is the first tablet that you can actually bend. It allows you to do things like fast forward through a video just by bending it, and the more you bend it, the faster it's going to go.
Wow.
You put two of them next to each other. If you tap them together, you can share a PDF from one to the other, similar to what Android phones are doing. If you put one on top of the other, you can actually transfer emails.
Wow.
So if you're ever worried about upgrading and you want to just transfer all of your settings to your new one, you just put the old one on top of the new one and everything can transfer.
That's impressive. It's amazing what kind of tech is coming out nowadays.
Yeah. Well, that's only one of the two OLED projects that are on this list. Sony has just come out with the first 4,000 pixel resolution OLED TV.
Oh, wow.
What that means is, right now, most people are looking at their high definition as 1920 by 1080. You know, that's 1,920 pixels by 1,080 pixels, which was enough for most of us. 4K, which is actually pioneered by the company Red Cameras,
Yep.
is a high format recording. It is 3,840 pixels wide by 2,160, so it's more than 4 times the resolution of standard or regular high definition,
Yeah.
which is already more than 4 times the resolution of standard definition. So what you're seeing on your TV, the broadcast signal coming through, you now have almost 64 times the visual space
Wow.
to put data in, which means crisper images, finer, you know, less artifacts around people. And the fact that it's using OLED, which is an organic LED, not only means it consumes less energy, but it's also paper thin.
Wow.
You know, we already know how thin LED TVs are. I mean, if you remember back to the LCDs, they were about 1.5 inches, 2
Yeah.
inches, you know, and then you going back further to CRTs and any kind of tube television, like rear projection. You know, TVs are just constantly getting thinner and thinner.
Yeah.
Well, now you're starting to come out with TVs that are literally like picture frames. You know, you
Wow.
just hang them on the wall, and they're 1/4 inch thick.
That's very impressive. But not to